sensation of the inhale. The exhale. Cleansing, clearing your bottom of to do a new pranayama breath today. So opening your eyes. This is bumblebee breath. Ramani. So this is a humming sound on the exhale. So you'll put your fingers in your ears, and Sue said to me on Tuesday, what I'll do is we'll count the number of exhales that you do so that you know when to, because you won't hear your fingers in your ears, but it's put your fingers in, and then you want to turn your fingers so actually it's like your noise cancelling. As you put your fingers straight in, you'll need to turn them so they go in further, and then you'll close your eyes. You'll inhale, and then exhaling will be a hum outwards, and it's like reverberation in your head. So it's and love if you want, but it's yeah, exactly. So we'll do this 6 times. So it's inhale. So you're not counting the length of the breath. You're just getting to the end of the exhale as long as it can be. And then inhale nice and deep, and we'll do that 6 times. So not worrying about what sound you make. It's just listening internally, just that sensation of the reverberation in your head and feeling that through your body. So when you're ready, lifting hands up, do that little twiddle of the fingers, press them in deep. Inhale and hum. Finish, bring your hands to your lap. Keeping your eyes closed, just being aware of the sensation. And gently opening your eyes. So it's one of those things where it's actually, you can imagine if you can switch off from around you or how silly you might feel or anything, it's like the om, but without the confidence of the om. Like when we om in a class, so it's the om is a universal sound, what I'm on. And it's just repeat, and normally you follow the monk or whoever's doing that. And sometimes you try and tone yourself with them. I'm completely tone deaf. And when you try and tone yourself with somebody else, you find it's, well, I find sometimes it's like the pressure is taken away from you. Like when I'm singing a hymn or something in church, and I find myself either going too high or too low, and then I run out of breath, and I find it really stressful. Whereas and on, you can stop when you like, you just wait for the next one. You don't have to go as long as them and whatever. But once you relax and you feel that this is about me, it's not about what's, we are one, we're all coming together, you know, making sound, then it's actually quite relaxing. You can be quiet or as loud as you like, and it's like in a choir, somebody will always be brazen and just, you know, use their wonderful voice, and you can keep it small, but to practice on your own is a nice thing. And I think when you do ever get to be in a group situation, if you were ever to then it does depend on the person who's leading you, I think, as to the quality of the sensation of it. Because sometimes I did a training a few weeks ago, workshops, and she started really high and just stayed high for a really short time, and it was so uncomfortable. It was like, you know, whereas some people have got more resonance and they can make this vibrational sound, and it just feels like the whole room, it's like buzzing through your whole body. So it's the quality of that, but making sound on your own can also be a good thing. It's like get over yourself to hear, get your body vibrating. Okay. So from staying seated, okay, bringing your right hand down, keep your hips grounded, draw in through your core, and then you're going to lift the right arm up and leaning over, so bending that supporting elbow, feel that stretch in your side body, and then flow to the other side. One more each side. And then come back to center. And then we're going to sit nice and tall, bring our arms out round to the left. Draw your chest upright, exhale, revolve from the navel. Keep the breath steady. On the next inhale, come all the way around to the other side. And then come back to center. Then we're going to come off the block. Take your feet wide, hands behind you. Press into, so heels down and push them away from you. So you feel your thighs squeezing, and then with your pressing down into your palms, push your hips forward, dig your heels in. Feel the inner thighs lengthen, quads engage, draw up through the pelvic floor. And then walk your fingers a little bit forward. You want to lean forward a little. So now you're moving the torso, so it's external rotation of the thighs. Keep the pressure through the heels. Okay, and then bend your left leg. Facing forwards, you're going to sit up tall, draw up through the pelvic floor, the navel, and then hinge forward, just a little way. Press your fingertips down. It's like draw your chest forward, but straight. The right leg, you want to press the back of the thigh down. So again, it's a little external rotation. And then walk your hands back up. Inhale, bring your arms up. Draw your navel in, and then exhale, turn towards the straight leg, draw inwards and reach. If you can reach the foot, then lift your chest, reach and exhale, fold. If not, just have your hands beside the foot. Everyone's there. So trying to use your core, straight legs strong. And then inhale, reaching up, come back to center. Take the legs wide again. Bend the right leg. Sit nice and tall, and then engage the core, hinge forward, press through the back of that left thigh. And then walk your hands back. Press through your sitting bones, lift up tall, inhale. Draw the navel in, exhale, fold. So trying to hear, it's almost like, if you're holding the foot fully, you're going to bring your fingertips around to the sole of the foot and press your thumbs into the base of the two middle toes, or second and third toe, and then lift your chest. So you want to lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades down your back, engage your core, and then on an exhale, fold. And then again on an inhale, you'd lift just by an inch and then fold, just seeing how much more you can reach. And then inhale, release your foot, arms come up, come back to center, exhale. Come onto your front, Sphinx pose. And from here, we're going to do little Sphinx roll ups. So push the floor away with your elbows, tops of the feet pressing down, pubic bone presses down. And then we want to draw the hips up. So you're drawing in the navel and lift the hips, but trying to keep the thighs down. And then exhale, lower the pubic bone down, draw the chest forward. And then again, so it's really deep core. Trying to tuck the tailbone down as you lift your hips. And then exhale, lengthen the front body. One more. And release. And then taking 2 breaths here in Sphinx. So draw your chin down slightly, push the floor away. And then exhaling, we're going to reach your arms forward, turn the palms to face each other. And slight internal rotation of your thighs, but the feet are parallel, the legs are parallel. And then look down, inhale, lift arms and legs. So just an inch or so, but get nice and long. One more breath. And then exhale, fold the arms, relax. And then reach again. Inhale, lift. Take an extra breath. And then exhale, relax. Last one, reach, lift. And exhale, relax, turn your feet out, gently rock your hips. And then hands beside ribs, come into tabletop. Okay, so pressing the floor away, lift through the back of the head, engage the core. We're going to rock, swinging the hips side to side. So you want to get long on one side of the ribs and shorten the other side. So it's as if you're trying to draw the hips towards the ribs, swing those hips. And then come back to neutral. Inhale to cow, looking up, tailbone goes up. Exhale to cat. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. and exhale. And then bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Take the right knee back, so you're in lizard lunge with the knee down. Flatten that back foot. So with lizard, you want to try not to take the hips back. You want to lunge forward, and then as you push the floor away and spread your shoulders, you want to reach the chest forward as well. So the reaching forward gets you deeper into that lunge. Press the floor away. And you can make it harder if you want to tuck the toes and lift the back leg, but we're good here if this is enough. But keep the toes pointing forward, hug that knee into the shoulder. Okay, and then back off a little and then lunge forward again. This time you're going to bring the right hand forward and turn the left foot off the mat. Roll onto the outside edge of the left foot, let the thigh roll out. And then pressing through the right palm, so you don't want to sink into that shoulder, get length. And then bring your hand to your thigh. You're going to roll the flesh of the, so rather than just pushing the knee away, it's like you're turning the flesh out and lean back a little. You can stay here. If you feel you can add a quad stretch, you're going to bend the back knee and grab hold of the foot. You can have thumb down on the inside or a bit harder, thumb up on the outside, and lunge, lean back. So that's quad stretch as well. So you don't need to add that in. And then exhale, bring your palms down, tuck the back toes under, step back to down dog. Walk your dog. Okay, and then bring your knees down. Bring the right foot to the outside for lizard lunge. Take the left knee back. So lunging forward, press the floor away, hug that knee in. And again, if you wanted to make it harder, you'd lift the back leg, but same thing, you want to come onto the ball of the foot, rock towards the back toes. And then reach the left hand slightly forward, turn the right toes off, roll that thigh out. So on the outside edge of that right foot, press the floor away and then lean back, roll the thigh away. And if you want to do the quad stretch, to reach for the foot. But here it's rather than just pulling it in, you're pressing the foot into the hand, so it's a bit like dancer. And then coming back, palms down, tuck the left toes under, step back to down dog. Okay. And then inhaling, walk your hands back towards your feet. Ragdoll. And then release the arms, slowly come to stand. And walk to the front of the mat. Okay, so we're going to do half salutes. So standing in the front of the mat, in mountain, then inhale, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. So we're going to keep 3 times. We're going to do this. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart, standing mountain. So I'm not going to demo so much today with my shoulder. So sun salute A. Actually, before we do sun salute A, we'll do the version where we step back to down dog and child's pose. So in our vinyasa practice. So from the front of the mat, standing in mountain, and then inhale, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Then palms down, exhale, step back to down dog and pause. Take a breath here. And then exhale to child's pose, knees wide, toes touching, forehead and tip of the nose to the mat. But keep it active, lift your elbows, press your palms down, push them away from you. And then inhale to down dog. Exhale here, and then inhale, step forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart, standing mountain. We'll do one more. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down dog. Taking an extra breath here. And then on the next exhale, drop your knees into child's pose. Active child's pose. As you press your palms down and away, feel the tailbone drawing towards your heels, lengthening the spine. And then inhale, coming up into down dog. Exhale here, and then inhale, step forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart, standing mountain. Inhale, take the weight into your right foot. Lift the left knee up and pause. And then the next exhale, step back to high lunge. Pause here, bring your hands to your heart. Then inhale and exhale, lean forward. Press into the palms so elbows go wide, spread the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the chest, legs stay the same. Exhale, lean forward and twist. So you're twisting to the right. We're not dropping the elbow down, we're just turning, using our own core, using our core. Inhale, come back to center, lift your chest up. Exhale, lean forward, revolve to the right. Inhale, coming back up. Last one. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, fingertips down, runner's lunge. So as if you're going to launch forward, press through the fingertips, push through the ball of the back foot. And then exhale, drop the knee down, flatten the foot. Come up onto the front thigh. Draw your ribs back as you lift your chest. Lunge forward. And then inhale, bring your arms up. Reach up. So here you'll feel this lengthening through the side ribs, but keep drawing the ribs back. The core is engaged. And then exhale, fingertips down, rock the hips back, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Inhale, roll forward, high lunge, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman, half a lunge, half split. Rock forward, inhale. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. And then press the right foot down, fingertips down, tuck the back toes, come into runner's lunge. Strong thighs, so feel as if you're hugging the thighs to the midline. Then inhale, come up to high lunge, and then step forward. Give the legs a shake. Okay. Other side. Inhale, take the weight into the left foot, lift the right knee up and pause. So you want drishti, breath. And then exhale, high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. And then inhale and exhale, lean forward. We're pausing here first. Working into that hamstring and glute. Inhale, come up. Exhale, this time lean forward, twist. So press into the palms, spread the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the chest, legs stay the same. 2 more, exhale, fold and twist. Other way, Caroline. Left, yeah. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean forward, turn to the left. And then inhale, coming back up. And then you're going to drop your fingertips down, runner's lunge. And then exhale, low lunge. Drop the back knee down, flatten the foot, come up onto that front thigh. And lunge forward. Engage the core. So feeling into the hips first. And then we're going to bring our arms up. So knit those ribs, draw the navel back. Soften around the sides of the neck. And then exhale, fingertips down, Ardha Hanuman, so half split. Inhale, come forward into the lunge, lift your arms up, turn your gaze up between your hands. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, lunge, lift your arms up. And exhale, last one. And then bring the left foot down, runner's lunge. Lift through the back knee. So pausing here, but far up the thighs. Squeeze them to the midline. Inhale, high lunge. Draw those ribs towards the back body and then step forward. Give the legs a shake. And then we're going to come down to sit. And this way, we're blinded. Okay. Sorry. No, it's good, it's fine. I just need to sit at a certain angle. Okay, straighten your legs. Then bring left leg over right leg nice and strong. Hug into, hold on to the shin and lift yourself up. So drawing thigh and chest towards each other. And then you're going to take the left hand behind you, hug the right arm. If that isn't comfortable, then you can just hold on to the shin. If you can, you're going to hook your arm around the knee and then exhale, revolve, look over your left shoulder. So sitting nice and tall. And then inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs, cross right over left. Lift in, hug, draw up through the pelvic floor, navel draws in. Take the right hand behind you, hook the knee, exhale, revolve to the right. Okay, and then come back to center. Feet flat. We're going to take, so this is, because it's vinyasa flows, we're keeping moving, but we're going to take a little flow. So this is where you can add sweatiness if you want to. So you can either just step back to down dog, or you take a vinyasa, which is half a sun salute. So your palms down, step back to high plank, drop your knees, lowering to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. So this is where you can self-regulate. If you just wanted to come to down dog, then that's where you go. Pausing in down dog. And then inhaling, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. So straight up and back. We're going to take an extra breath here, and then exhale, down dog. Then other side, inhale, left leg lifts. So trying to level the hips, you're trying to drop the left hip down slightly. So really getting into the hip flexor, and then exhale, down dog. Then inhale, right leg lifts again. And then bend your right knee, roll the knee up to the ceiling. So you're stacking the hips. So roll those hips open. That's it, roll the right. Yeah. So it's this way you're going to roll this up. That's it. And look under your right armpit. Left armpit, right armpit. And then exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, roll the knee up to the ceiling, looking under the left armpit. And then exhale, down dog, and then come to sit on your knees, on your heels. Swap with me. You're sliding, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's rubbish, aren't they? I didn't realise they wouldn't last at all. There you go. And we're going to come and sit in hero. So have your blocks between your knees. You might need extra height if knees are a bit uncomfortable. So if you wanted to sit on a towel roll or get more blocks. Okay, does anyone need? Okay, so heels go wide. So you want the heels outside your bottom. Are your knees all right like that? If they are, with that, yeah. Do you want an extra block or your? Yeah. You can have the towel as well. Oh, no, that's good. That's good. Is that better? Okay. Anyone else need it? Yeah. So here we're looking for the stretch across the front of the knees. So bring your hands behind you or just fingertips, and you're going to scoop your tailbone under. Lift your chest a little, so just keep the gaze forward, but feeling into the front of the thighs. And then soften and release. If this isn't comfortable to stay here, because we're just going to do some arms, then you can come and sit in a normal, have your legs out in front of you or cross-legged. If you're right here, then we're going to do eagle arms. So take your arms wide and then cross the elbows and then bring the palms to touch or the back of the hands. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height and press into the elbows, draw your chin down. So you feel the spread of the shoulder blades. And then on an exhale, you're going to draw the navel in and then curling inwards, draw the elbows towards your tummy button. So rounding through the backs, feel that stretch moving down the spine. And then inhale, come back up, take the arms wide. Then bring the other arm on top this time. Lift your elbows, draw your chin down, just feel into that stretch. And then exhale, curling inwards, so it's like a crunch. So really draw the navel in, lift the pelvic floor, curl elbows towards tummy button. And then inhale, lifting up. Exhale, take the arms wide, and then coming off your block. Palms down, come up into down dog. Roll forward into high plank. We're going to press the floor away, spread your shoulder blades, and then we're going to do ripple back to down dog. So you're going to go up on your toes, lift your hips high, and then drawing the heels down, thighs back, tailbone goes up, and then coming the other way, draw the navel in, rolling through the upper back to high plank, head comes up last, and then back the other way to down dog, then rolling forward again to high plank and drop your knees. Okay, so knees down, and you want to squeeze your glutes, so you're pressing the floor away through the palms. So your hips, we're not sagging the hips, but the hips, shoulders and knees should be in an approximate plumb line. Press the floor away with your palms. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips, come back into down dog. So again, rolling forward into high plank. Drop your knees behind your hips. Pause here. So really engaging. We're not trying to think, we're actually, it's like a press up. You can do a full high plank if you want to. Drop the knees. Just thinking of wrists and just know where you're at. And then lifting the knees, lift back up into down dog. And then bring your right foot between your hands. Drop your left heel down, come up into warrior two. So feet nice and wide, sinking your hips down. Take your arms wide, softening tops of the shoulders. And you want that slight tuck of the right buttock, so as if you're pressing your hips towards that side wall. And everyone glance down. Can you see your big toe on the inside of that front knee? Okay, and then keeping the legs as they are, bring your forearm for side angle stretch. So if you want to have the block on the inside, you can reach for the block, or you can rest the hand here. Left hand to your sacrum first, because you're going to revolve left ribs up to the ceiling, sweep the top hand up and over. So the palm is facing the mat, and feel that stretch all the way up the left side of your body, all the way from the outside edge of the left foot. And then inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten, keep your arms wide, straighten your legs. Triangle, Trikonasana. So legs straight, squeeze your kneecaps. Take your arms wide, and then take left hip back. And you're going to reach forward towards me and then tip. So reach as far as you can and tip. Turn your gaze to the top hand. And then inhale, lift through the top hand. Arms go wide, bend the front knee, warrior two. And then you're going to bring your hands to your heart, swivel onto the ball of the back foot for high lunge. And then palms down, step back to down dog. So either wait in down dog or take a vinyasa. So that's rolling forward to high plank. Drop your knees if you need to, lowering to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Well done. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bring the left foot between your hands. Drop the right heel down into warrior two. So bending that left knee, make sure the knee is stacked over the ankle. And bring your so right heel in line with the front heel. Yeah, that's it. So glance back, just check your back hand is the same height as the front hand. Soften those shoulders. And then side angle stretch. So left forearm to the front thigh. Sweep that top arm up and over. Press into the block and then feel that connection. Yeah, that's it. Like we're pressing the arm into the knee. Yeah. Lovely. And then inhale, coming back to warrior two. And then straighten the front leg for triangle. Ooh. Burning my eyeballs. And then you're going to reach forward, reach, and tip. So draw up through the kneecaps. Just rest the back of that front hand against the shin. Well done. That's it. And always come back up a little because you want to not lean on that foot. Turn your hand this way. So you're not using, yeah, that's it. And then roll the left buttock under slightly. So it's the, yeah. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and bend the front knee. Roll onto the ball of the back foot for high lunge. And then step forward. Well done. And then come to sit. Lying back. Knees bent. Thread the needle, cross the right ankle across the left thigh. Flex the foot and draw the left thigh towards you as you hug. Clasp your hands behind that left thigh. But you want to resist as you pull the left thigh towards you, press the right shin into it. So you really feel it'll deepen the stretch in the hip. And then change sides. Draw the toes back towards the shin on the lifted on the left leg. And then exhale, release. Lost my sound. There you go. And then drop your feet down, keep your knees bent. And then take your feet wide, take your arms wide, windshield wipers. So drop the knees one direction, turn the head the other, and then on an inhale, back to center. Exhale, change sides. Take the feet wide so you don't have to move the feet. Okay, then come back to center. Bring your feet parallel, bring your arms by your side for bridge. So we're going to do flowing bridge. So as you lift your hips up on an inhale, bring your arms straight up and over, touch down behind you. And then on the exhale, lowering through the vertebrae and hips down. So just really feeling that articulation of the spine. Move that out of your way. Okay, and then resting your arms down, your hips down, and then come into half happy baby. So lift your left leg, keep the right foot on the mat, and then take the outside edge. So you're going to bend, bring your arm on the inside, bend the left knee, take the outside edge of the foot, and then you want to take the heel wide. You can straighten the right leg to make this deeper, or you can just keep the right leg bent. But we're trying to lengthen the hamstring and the glute. It's just a little bit easier one side. So and then change to the other side. And then release, hug your knees in. Little rock there, massage the lower back. Okay, and then drop the feet down. You're going to come to sit. Block between your thighs, hands behind your knees. So squeezing the block, inhale, lift your chest, draw your navel in, pelvic floor lifts, lean back. And then come into boat pose. So lifting your shins. If you can, you'll release your arms, spread your toes, squeeze in, gazes on your toes. So really engage in the core. Let the breath out long. And then exhale, sitting up. Take another breath. And then inhale, lean back, lift feet, reach. Well done. Exhale. And then we're going to move the block. Come to lie on your back. Knees bent. And then clasp your hands behind your head. Let the elbows go wide. Lift your legs up. So you want the lower back to draw down. So engage your core. Press the lower back down. And then we're going to do flutter kicks. So point your toes. Just little kicks. And then you're going to cross front and back. Then bend your knees, hug them in. And then again, lift your legs. So to feel like you've got some control over this, one thing is to almost press the back of the ribs down, the lower back, draw the navel in. And when we'll do flutter kicks first, but you want to squeeze your quads. So it's not just the feet flapping around. So if you feel you can only do one, then just move one forward and back. You can even have the other one down, but I find it a bit easier to just get the motion going. But you want to squeeze your quads. So just flutter back and forwards and then cross, swing front and back. And then bend your knees, hug knees into your chest. Okay, and then drop your feet down, take your feet wide, knock your knees together, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Close your eyes. And then we're going to come into Shavasana. If you wanted to put any warm things on,